Hey everybody! So today I'm going to show you how to do this look. It's really simple and easy. I did it inspired by Sleeping Beauty because I have Sleeping Beauty on Blu-ray, and that is what the look looks like. It's just an interpretation of that, not the exact same copy, but kind of like the spirit of Briar Rose, Sleeping Beauty, Aurora. She has so many different names to her, but basically, you know, beautiful princess. So that's just my interpretation of the look, and let's get started. Okay, so to start, I'm going to conceal my under eye circles and hide my blemishes. Normally, I would put on my foundation first, but I'm going to do things a little differently this time. First, of course, you don't have to use these exact products. These are just what I happen to be using today. You can use any of the products that you already own. But also, if you're interested in these products, I'll post down below in the description box a list of all the things that I use, so you know exactly what I use if you want to purchase them. But if not, of course, just use the products that you have. So first I'm going to start with the MARC Please Hold Eye Primer, and that's because it works as an under eye concealer also. So it's just a dual function thing. It makes things easier. And sorry, I didn't want to open, but that's what it looks like. Just going to take a little bit with my finger and lightly pat it underneath my eyes and then on top. Make sure to be very gentle so that you don't cause like stretches or extra wrinkles. So now that I've done that, I'm just going to conceal my blemishes using the MARC Good Riddance Concealer Stick. Just use any concealer that fits your skin tone. I just have a little bit of a blemish underneath my mouth, and along my nose area I get a lot of blemishes. So now the next thing I'm going to use is from the MAC Venomous Villains collection. Of course, you don't have to use this, but it's just what I'm using right now. It's the first MAC purchase I've ever made, so I was really excited about it. And it's from the Dr. Facilier or Facile, I don't know, his collection, the Truth and Light Magically Cool Powder. And what's neat about this is that it's a powder, but when you put it on, it kind of becomes a cream. It like melts in as a cream, which is really strange. And also, it feels cooling, so that's just interesting. So I'm just going to take a Kabuki brush. This is from EcoTools. Take a little bit of the product, dust off the excess into the cap so then I can swirl in more evenly. And just pat it along my face to distribute it, and then buff it in. Now this provides a very light coverage. That's why I put my concealer first, so then it would build more on top of it. And also because since this has a light shimmer on it, I don't want to put more than 1 or 2 layers, because then it's just going to make your pores stand out more. At least that's what I've noticed shimmer products often do. It won't pick up on camera, but it's just, no, you can't see that at all. But it's just a very light shimmer. Like, it makes a natural looking glow to your face. So that's why I really like it, because it really looks like you're actually like glowing, as they say sometimes. But for Sleeping Beauty and Aurora or Briar Rose, whatever you like to call her, she always has this like beautiful, perfect complexion. So I always imagine people that are perfect glow. So that's why I used this foundation. Or I don't even know if it counts as a foundation. It's the Magically Cool Liquid Powder. So I guess you could just use it. You could either use it to set it or just as a foundation itself if you don't need a lot of coverage. If you need more coverage, I would suggest using a liquid foundation underneath and then putting that on top. Now I'm going to start on the eyes, and here I have an 88 neutral palette. Mine broke because I got a really cheap one from eBay, but you can get these at coastoscents.com or bhcosmetics.com. Here on the cover, I don't know if it'll show up, she has pink on the lids and then a light brown in the crease. I'm just going to take a flat brush and take a light pink color, this one here, and just pat it onto my lid. So see, that's what it looks like. It's literally really light. Probably the lighter the better. Well, obviously you still need to see it a little bit, but you know what I mean. So now I have this EcoTools crease brush. It just has an angle to it. I'm going to take a very light brown. I'm going to take this one right here. It's kind of like a brown gray. And just take that on the corner and into the crease. See, so it just creates a subtle definition to your eyes. Kind of trace the socket of your eye. Now, if you notice in the picture, she always has kind of like an eyeliner look. Like, it's not dramatic or anything, but she definitely does have an eyeliner. So now we're just gonna make a really, really close black line at the top of our lid, and I'm gonna be using this pencil. I honestly don't know where it's from. It was a gift. It's one of those like really inexpensive ones. And I'm just gonna draw the tightest line I possibly can on my lash line, and then in the inside of my lash line. So I believe that's called tight lining. So just make it as close as possible. See, this eye compared to this one is just a very light line. Now I'm going to take this same pencil and I'm just going to line the top to tight line. You might have to hold up your lid a little bit to do that, but I've just done it so many times that I can do it without it. I'm going to also line a little bit underneath, though not too much. I'm sorry if with the lighting you guys can't really see this too well. I really need to get a better lamp for this. So now that I've done that, I'm going to curl my lashes. This is a Revlon lash curler. Just do a couple of pumps for a few seconds. And now for mascara, I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Mascara, Shimmer Strips Brown Eyes Custom Eye Enhancing Mascara Duo. One side is black and the other is purple. I'm just going to be using the black side. Though if you really want to make your eyes really pop, you could try just using the purple. Since it doesn't show it in the cover, but Sleeping Beauty or Aurora Briar Rose, she has purple eyes, so that would look really cool if you had purple contacts. But anyway, so I'm just going to be using this black mascara, and I chose this one out of the mascaras that I have because I have 5 of them, because this is the blackest and she has very voluminous black lashes. As opposed to the Little Mermaid's lashes where they're just very wispy, Aurora's lashes are very bold. So I'm going to be using this mascara because it's probably the boldest one I have. It really gives a lot of length. Though I'm not going to do my bottom lashes with this, I'm going to use a more natural mascara for my bottom lashes, because on my bottom lashes, I feel like I keep saying that over and over again, bottom lashes. But anyway, on my bottom lashes, this mascara is a little bit too much, so it kind of gets clumpy on the bottom. So I'm going to be using just a normal thickening mascara, but not too thick, is the Mark Make It Big in Raven. And this one, if you don't have this, it's kind of comparable, at least I think, to the Maybelline Full and Soft Mascara. So I'm just going to put a little bit at the bottom. So it just darkens it up a little bit without being too dramatic. Because this will literally make your bottom lashes look really long, and sometimes that looks kind of weird. Now that I'm done with the mascara, I'm going to start working on the cheeks. And I'm going to be using 2 products on my cheeks. I'm going to start with this, again from the Venomous Fill-Ins collection. And it's from the Evil Queen line, and it's called Oh So Fair Beauty Powder. So it looks like this. It's really meant for Snow White, but I just think it's really pretty and natural, and it creates just a glow to your cheeks that I think really enhances and adds to the Dr. Facilier or whatever Truth and Light powder. I just think these products work really well together. My blush brush, this one is again from EcoTools. It has kind of a dome shape to it. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this onto my powder brush. Smile, which is right here. So it's just a really cute blush. I believe since this is a beauty powder, you can use this all over your face or as a highlight. You can use this for like whatever you want because it's a very light color. But I like to use it on as blush just because I have very fair skin and it works as blush for me. For some of you, it might even be way too light. Now there's one other thing I'm going to do on my cheeks, and that's to apply bronzer, but I'm going to use it kind of like in a contouring kind of way. Because if you can see in this picture, the hollows of her cheeks, she just has like a very kind of, I don't know what the face shape would be described as. I don't know, I'm not good at stuff like that. But she has like this like line here that makes her face a little slimmer looking. So I'm going to try and imitate that with my bronzer. This is the Physicians Formula Healthy Wear Bronzer. Has SPF 50. Looks like that. And it's a very light bronzer. It's made for fair skin. So obviously you guys might need something a little darker because I'm just a very fair person. But so I got a little bit on my MAC Blush and Bronzer brush. I'm just going to put this underneath where I applied the blush. And blend it out into the jawline and a little bit above. So I'm not sure if that'll show up on camera because it's just a very light contour with a very light bronzer. But in person it kind of creates more of a line on your cheeks to make your face a little more angular and like sunken in towards the middle. If you know what I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I explain things so horribly. But anyway, so let's continue. So now the last thing that I'm going to do is the lips. And in the picture she has rosy lips, but mostly throughout the movie she has more of kind of like a muted rose, like an ashy rose. So I'm going to go and find more of that kind of berry look rather than the bright red that she has while she's sleeping. So first I'm going to start with a lip tint, and this is the Kissink Lip Tint Marker. And they don't make this anymore, but I believe Maybelline does have a marker now where one side is a marker and the other side is a gloss. I think it's Maybelline at least. In the commercials it has Jessica Alba. So I'm just going to put this on my lips, kind of like a base. I literally just draw it in like if it's a marker. So that's just going to give a little bit of a berry stain. And then I'm going to take this thing that I got. It's the MAC Lady Gaga lipstick. And it's a very bright pink. So I'm going to mix that berry and the pink so that I get a nice, like, cute shade that I think she wears mostly throughout the movie. So this is what it looks like. It's really pretty. This is the only thing that I bought that wasn't from the Villains collection. It's a very bright pink. I'm just going to take a little bit of this product onto my lip brush so that I can control how much pink is on my lips. So I'm just going to start in the middle and then work it a little bit out. So then now I just have a little bit of a tint on my lips that's not too much. It's a little bit of a berry, a little bit of a pink, and not too bright, so that's nice. So there's one more thing after the lips, and I always forget to mention it in tutorials. Actually, I had already turned off the camera and I was putting everything away, and I forgot to mention this. And this is the MAC Missed Opportunity. This is the tiny spray bottle. You can't buy this bottle anymore, just the larger size, though I believe it is coming back for Christmas. But it's a makeup setting spray, so it'd be kind of like the MAC Fix Plus, or I know now Urban Decay has this really cool is it called D-Stick, or I don't know what it's called, but they have a makeup setting spray, so that's what this is. And it also kind of shrinks your pores and works as a general refresher even when you're not wearing makeup. So you just hold it away like 6 inches and you spray it onto your face. And that's it. It feels a little bit damp at first, but less than a minute later, it's sunken into your skin and it kind of like shrinks in. It just feels really nice and refreshing. And I use this all the time. It's in every single favorites video that I have. And I use this even when I haven't put on any makeup because it just feels really nice and refreshing. So I hope that you liked this video, and if you have any questions or comments, make sure to leave them down below. Again, all of the links and things like that will be in the description box, and I'll see you soon. Bye!